Shalom Chaverim, and welcome to Regah Bivrit Outdoor Edition. I hope you've been enjoying those outdoor episodes with me as much as I've been enjoying it being with you guys here in the wilderness. Something about nature make it special to study Torah. Tavo. God is preparing Israel for the time that they are coming to the land. You see, it is important to understand that Tavo is one of the most messianic parshiot because it's come to prepare us, Tavo, for the Geula. Part of preparing for the Geula is to know what we're going to do in the Geula. For example, we say Yom Shekulo Shabbat. Shabbat is a day of preparation. What are we doing in the Shabbat? We are doing the things that we're going to do when Mashiach is around us and Mashiach is with us. So Ki Tavo is an important portion for us because it started with the word Ki Tavo el haaretz. Every time you read those words, Ki Tavo el haaretz, they are representing the time Israel is entering into the land. It represents the final and complete Geula. Now notice something about the final and complete Geula. He said, Asher Adonai Elohecha noten lecha nachala v'yarashta v'yashavta ba. That is our words of comfort and at peace and a word of tranquility. It's a language of Acharit Hayamim. But look what the Lord says. How will you inherit the promises in the covenant? There is a principle in the Torah that we found here, and then Rav Shaul takes us in Romans chapter 11, verse 16, and he says, listen to what Shaul says, and now we'll see where Shaul gets it. It says, if the first fruit is holy, so will be the entire batch. In essence, your first fruit determining the entire harvest. The first fruit in Judaism called teruma. Teruma is the first fruit. Listen to what it says here in the text. Ulakachta mereshit. What do you hear inside the word reshit? Rosh, head, the beginning. That's where we get even also the Hebrew word bereshit. Lakachta mereshit. You took the first fruit. This is very important. You took the first fruit. Kol peri ha'adama. Lakachta mereshit kol peri ha'adama. And this is significant because the bereshit, the first fruit, is represent the faith. Brothers and sisters, the faith of the entire harvest. ולקחת מראשית כל פרי האדמה אשר תביא מארצך אשר אדוני אלוהיך נותן לך ושמת בטנה והלכת אל המקום. So stop right there. In order to enter into the promises, into the covenants, into Geula, God is teaching Israel a principle. The principle of Reshit. What you do with your first fruit. What you do with your first paycheck, what you do with your first dividend check, what you do with your first bonus, going to determine what's going to happen with everything else. So if you want to be blessed, make sure that the Reshit is sanctified unto the land, because then he's going to enter us and prepare us for a greater inheritance that he have for each and every one of us. And how do we know that this is a prophecy for the last time? Listen to the language. He says, Bata el Kohen, you come to the Kohen. Kohen here is a metaphor for Mashiach. It's a picture of Mashiach. Bata el Kohen asher yeh bayamim ahem. Every time you see in the text Bayom Hahu, like in Zechariah, Bayom Hahu yeh Adonai echad, it is talking about the coming of the Mashiach. So what will happen is when we meet Mashiach, Mashiach is going to ask each and every one of us a question. What's your fruit? What do you have to bring to the kingdom? You see, this is a principle that we have to understand. When the kingdom is going to be established, when Mashiach comes, he's going to ask us a question. And the question that's going to be very simple. What have you to present for me today? What there is for you to present for me today? Okay? But it has to be in the place, he say, Lishkon shemo sham. it's going to be in his place. In essence, when you're going to bring it to him, it's going to be in his own term. It's not going to be in your term. It's going to be in his own term. And then it says here, בימים ההם, ואמרתי אליו, הגעתי היום לאדוני אלוהיך, כי באתי אל הארץ אשר נשבע אדוני אלוהי אבותינו לתת לנו. ולקח הכהן התנה מידיך והניחו לפני מזבח אדוני אלוהיך. This word is important word, the word tana. What is the tana represent? A tana is like a basket of fruit and basket of goodies that is going to be presented. And that is my challenge to all of you today. What is going to be your tana look like? When you present it and it's going to be stand as the Mizbeach of Adonai, the Tanah, will it have the first fruit? Will it have the Reshit? So today, symbolically, we must practice in bringing the first fruit and in sort of a way prepare the basket, the Tanah, for the time that each and every one of us will present our life as a sacrifice to Mashiach to see if it was worthy. May your life and my life will be the Reshit that is worthy for the name of our Mashiach. This is friend Regah Bivrit. Shabbat Shalom.